Welcome to 2024. Today I will focus on strategy development because this will to a large extent determine the course of the year for both individuals and companies. I'm going to start with a quote from Richard Koch, and he says that to be strategic is to concentrate on what is important, on those objectives that can give us a comparative advantage, on what is important to us rather than others, and to plan and execute the resulting plan with determination and steadfastness. My key focus is on determination and steadfastness. Now, a lot of us have set goals for the year, and we've also looked at the various strategies that we can adopt to help us achieve these goals. But there are key elements that you need to take note of when you formulate your strategy, and one includes your vision, your goal setting, resource allocation, and also prioritization. Now let's look at this together. When we talk about vision, we understand that vision is the direction, or maybe simply put, we can say is a high-level direction of an organization. So as top-level management or even mid-level management, how do you see your business evolve in 2024? Is this in line with your company's vision? What level of commitment and also teamwork is required to help you achieve those goals? And how do you plan to develop a unique offering in 2024? Now let's move on to goal setting. Your goals must be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, and it should align with your vision. So clear communication of these goals to your team helps to ensure that everyone is focused on the high priority tasks and also operating at the same level with you in the organization. Now, you must also ensure that all the assumptions or all the key drivers that would help you achieve your goals is well communicated to everyone in the organization. These goals should be relatively easy to track so that you know how your team is performing against the goals that you have set. Now let's move on to resource allocation. You need to plan, and you need to effectively assign these resources in a form that helps your organization to achieve its strategic goals and maximize value. So it is essential for leaders to be able to maximize value across all levels within the organization, and this can only be achieved by effectively allocating the available resources to the various units within the business. And now we move on to prioritization. By prioritizing effectively, you would help your employees achieve their goals and also achieve that potentials that they have or that they bring to the table. Now, we must ensure that all your goals and objectives align with the organization's vision and its overall strategy. The objective must be well communicated. Everybody in the organization, including the gate man, down to the least person in the organization, must understand what the company's objective is and how the company intends to accomplish them. So, give an example. As a CFO, you're expected to close the year with 100 billion. This is a goal. Close the year, 12 months, and make 100 billion. It needs to be communicated to all the heads of departments working with you, to the head of FP&A, to the head of accounts, to the head of treasury, to the head of sales. Everyone needs to know what the target is and then how you intend to achieve them. Now, the head of FP&A now has to break it down to say, okay, how many units or what quantity do we need to produce to be able to hit 100 billion? The head of treasury also needs to know, having hit this 100 billion, what's the level of profits that we need to make? And if we're going to make this profit, what are the things that we need to work on in terms of interest costs? How do we manage the banks, or how do we sort of negotiate favorable interest rates to help to reduce our finance costs? All these people or all these heads of department work together in order to achieve the objective which has been set by top management, and this at the same time would help you to achieve the overall objective of the organization. I hope this information has been very helpful. I hope you've gotten one or two things with respect to how you communicate this within the organization and how you hit the year running. Remember, 2024 is not an ordinary year, and you cannot approach it the same way to get a different result. So you need to put in all it takes, work steadfast, be determined, and hit the ground running. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for listening, and do have a great one.